everybody, welcome back to Pam's Cutting Board. Today we are going to make beef stir fry. Let me show you how we're going to do it. And first of all, before we start, I have a recipe and I do this quite often. We have it, but I can't find my recipe card. I don't know if I put it in another place or it accidentally got thrown away. I don't know. So I had to go online and I had to find one. The ingredients are similar, but I'm not quite sure about the amounts. So we're gonna try this recipe the first time today. And I always double my sauce recipe because we have it, we serve it over rice, and we like a big bowl of rice and a lot of the beef and vegetables. So I'm gonna make double of this too, and hopefully it'll work out. I don't have any idea where my recipe card is, but first let me show you what we're gonna need. I buy the very thin strips of beef, and one pack will make me and Wayne 2 to 3 meals off of it. And I separate it and I freeze it. I thawed this out today and I'm going to chop it up. But I just wanted to show you what I have. You're going to need some ginger powder. You're going to need some black pepper. You're going to need some minced garlic, some cornstarch, some soy sauce. You can use low sodium soy sauce if you want to. Some sesame oil, just some water, some brown sugar. We got our rice to make our rice, and then I use a combination. I love this right here, the deluxe stir fry mix. I get this at Walmart. It has water chestnuts, baby ears of corn in it. We love this. And I'll add just a little bit of the pepper and onion stir fry. Now, if you're cleaning out your fridge and you've got some carrots, some cabbage, anything like that, you can throw that in here and that way you're using it and not throwing it away. So let's get started. You're going to need a little bit of oil to fry all this in too. So let's get started and let's chop this up. And I always use a plastic board when I'm working with meat, because that way I know that I can clean it good, sanitize it. Let me just take a piece of this out and let you look at it. You see how thin? There's just 2 pieces of that. And that's enough for me and Wayne. Now, if you're feeding more people, you might want to maybe use a whole pack or something. And I just kind of cut it in just little strips, sort of. It's not going to take long to fry. Now, I don't have a wok, so I'm just going to use my cast iron skillet. We always called it, or Mom always called it, chicken fryer. I don't know the technical name for it, but it works just as good. So if you don't have a wok, you can still do a stir fry. There's no big deal with that. Okay, the meat's chopped up just like that. If you want it finer, you can. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's pause a second. I'm gonna go wash my hands. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit of oil. I'm using canola oil. Just a little bit in my pan. I don't know if it's hot enough now.
Well, we'll say, don't you?
Yeah, we'll give it a second. We'll give it a minute. My skillet's got hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my meat. You want to hear that sizzle. My mom always called this a chicken fryer. I'm not sure what the technical name for it is. Now, if you want to salt and pepper your meat, you could do that. But since we're using soy sauce and it's not low sodium, I'm just going to go ahead and leave that out. This is on about medium-high. You see how quickly it starts to change color? It's not going to take long. It's so thin. I've got my water over here ready to turn it on. As soon as I take my meat out, I'll turn my water on for my rice. I'm going to fix about 1.5 cups of rice, so I've got 3 cups of water in here. And I'll add a little bit of salt once it starts boiling. This recipe, if you don't like beef or don't have beef, you can use chicken, you could use pork. Actually, we used it with kielbasa one day. It was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like it. My favorite way is beef. And I'm not a big beef person, Wayne and I aren't, but I loved it with the beef. Okay, when this gets fried up, we're just going to take it out, put it in a little bowl, because we'll add it back in a little bit, and we'll bring you guys back once we get ready to put our veggies in. There we go. Okay, I just added a little bit more oil to my pan. You can tell it's hot. It's spitting at me. We'll go ahead and add my veggies. And this is a 20-ounce bag. And we'll add some of the peppers and onions too. And I'm just eyeballing it. I don't know, 4 to half a cup. See all the little ears of corn? That's some of Wayne's favorite. I like the water chestnuts. Those. Sometimes I put extra broccoli in there. If I've got frozen broccoli, I'll do that just to add a little more broccoli. Okay. I think I add just a little bit of salt to this because this is a lot of vegetables. And once they get done, we'll bring you back and we'll make our sauce. See you in a little bit. Okay, we'll let you know that once I got the vegetables in the skillet, I went ahead and turned my water on. Let me get my salt, and I'm going to put just a little bit of salt. You can do that to taste. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my rice. I want to add 1.5 cups of rice. And this is a 1/2 cup measure. So that's 1 cup and a half. I always give my rice a little stir. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it down on 2 on mine. Be medium low. Put a lid on. There you go. That's all you do. Once the rice, all the water is evaporated, your rice is done. It's that simple. The veggies are starting to get soft, and we like ours soft. If you want them a little on the al dente side with a little crunch or a little bite, just go ahead and cut it off sooner. But this has got a ways to go for us. Okay, we'll be back once these gets done and the rice gets done. While the veggies are finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and make our sauce. So first, I'm going to go ahead and add the cornstarch into the water. You want cool water. Do not have it warm. If you have it warm, your cornstarch is not going to do right. It's going to clump up. It's not going to make a smooth sauce. Go ahead and add our soy sauce. Our sesame oil. If you wanted to, if you've got some sesame seeds, you want to sprinkle that on top, you can. Black pepper. Or ginger. Garlic. And we're going to add our brown sugar. I smell that sesame oil. And again, this is the first time I've made this particular sauce. The kind I make is very, very similar. I think it has all the same ingredients. I can't remember the amounts. And for the life of me, I cannot find my recipe.
Probably got misplaced when we were redoing the house.
Probably thrown away. We may have thrown it away or anything. I don't know. I don't know. I smell that sesame oil pretty strong. I hope that's not more than what we like. I can't remember the amount that we put in. So that's all it is. That's the sauce. Once the vegetables gets done, we'll bring you guys back. We'll add our meat back to the pan, get it warmed back up, and then we'll add our sauce, and it'll be done. Okay, guys. Can you see this rice? There's no water. All the water is evaporated. That's what you want. Now it's done. So I'm just going to turn the heat off, put the lid back on, and it'll be ready when the vegetables get ready. Let it take, what, 10 minutes maybe? Okay. These vegetables are good and soft, just like we like them. We want our sauce. But if you like yours a little more crunch, that's fine. I'll put the meat back in there. Now, here's our sauce that we just made. Give it a little stir, make sure everything's mixed up. You see how smooth that is? That's because we put that cornstarch in cold water. I'll see if it needs any more water. That should thicken right up just a little bit. We don't like a real thick sauce, or sometimes I call it gravy, because we want it to go down over that rice, because this is our complete meal right here. This is all we eat. Oh, that looks good. And that's thickening up. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down on low because it's done. That's it. Okay, guys. I'm going to serve Wayne up a plate and let him taste test. See you back in a little bit. Okay, Wayne is ready for the taste test. And I did add about a 1/4 cup of water. To me, the sauce got a little thick, but we like it a little thinner so it'll run down in our rice. But you can decide once you make it. And that's all you have to do. If it's too thick, add some water. Ooh, it's steaming hot. You better be careful.
While we're waiting on this to cool, if you have a prayer request, put it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if for some reason you think you've been unsubscribed, check it out and subscribe again.
Yeah, once you subscribe, hit that bell notification, and you want to click all, and that will let you know every time we upload a video. I know some of you already have done that, but if you haven't and you're not getting notifications, that's why.
Remember my nephew Blake, pray for him. I know I've been giving in a lot of prayer requests for him, but
and for my brother too.
He needs it. Remember Hollis, Pam's brother. And I guess remember each other. Pray for each other. Pray for the show. Remember the prayer book. Pray. There's people in there that really need prayer. They really need prayer. And they're looking to us to pray for them. When I say us, I'm talking about you guys. And I call you the cutting board warriors, prayer warriors. So remember that. We don't take any credit when somebody calls with a praise report. So, we give God the glory. And it was the cutting board prayer warriors. And we trust you. We believe in you. But we're going to get us tonight now. Don't believe I'll blister my tongue.
It's cool down. Is that sauce is good?
Pam was afraid that she'd overdone something.
The sesame seed oil.
But everything's good.
Okay.
Everything is very good.
This is another one of our favorite meals.
And that rice is still hot. We usually eat at least 2 bowls of this.
Yep.
And we do.
We do, both of us.
It's good. Well, I'm going to tell you from my heart, I love y'all. Praying for you. Y'all remember us. Remember the prayer book. Remember one another. Remember the show.
We love you guys.
Bye.